Hey, it's Becky. I recently put a ham radio antenna on my roof so I could get a better signal inside my apartment, which isn't on a high floor. Keep watching to see how it came together. The antenna I got is a VHF-UHF antenna that mounts on top of a pole. I put links to all the supplies I used in the description below. See, a few weekends ago, my friend David, my boyfriend Smokey, and I put up one of these on David's roof and on our own roof, and had two different mounting situations. At David's place, we used a mounting kit with metal straps and special brackets to hold the pole. The straps went around the chimney in two places. At first, we put it too low, and so we had to redo it up higher, so the antenna would clear the top of the chimney. We put together the antenna by following the included instructions. Basically, we needed to screw in all the radials to the centerpiece, then tighten the nuts against the centerpiece to help prevent the radials from backing out when they wobble in the wind. The last step was to add the long radial that sticks off the top of the antenna, at which point the whole thing becomes difficult to set down anywhere. We ran our cable up through the pole and caught it at the top opening. We found this easiest to do with two people. The cable is stiff enough to stay straight in the tube when pushed up from below. We brought the antenna close to its mounting position atop the pole, then plugged in the cable and tightened the threaded collar. Threading the remaining cable slack back into the pole, we then seated the antenna atop the pole and tightened the set screws. Before running our giant cable all around the building, we tested the antenna to be sure everything was working as expected.
Getting to the rescue. How do I sound now?
Probably about the same there. I don't know if any other stations of ours over there. Yeah, probably about the same there.
We could hear and be heard by the Bronx repeater very clearly. At our place, there was an unused analog TV antenna pole that we planned to repurpose. To prep a previously used antenna pole, we had to remove what was still left of the old analog TV antenna. Some of its pieces broke off easily, while the final connection was so rusted that it needed to be cut free with an angle grinder. Although rusty around the connectors, the pole feels sturdy. The old antenna didn't fall down, and it's at least as heavy and wind-catching as the new one, but that's just a justification not to check with somebody who might tell me using this pole is a bad idea. Definitely get advice from somebody who knows what they're doing and who knows the local regulations where you live. We used a 75-foot cable to connect the antenna, then ran it around the roof railing and over the edge, following a bundle of existing cables down to our apartment window. Smokey, did we get a long enough cable?
We did. Yeah, probably with 5 feet to spare, but not a lot. It's perfect size.
Thanks. KD2 SSU, Kilo Delta 2, Sierra Sierra Uniform, Becky in New York with my new rooftop antenna.
Then we heard someone new. I heard Kilo Delta 2, Sierra Sierra Uniform, Becky with a new antenna, new rooftop antenna. Welcome, Becky. We're here every night at 8 p.m.
The next very important step is to connect both the antenna pole and the signal cable to ground in case of a lightning strike. I ordered some bronze ground clamps online, but I got the wrong size. The clamps I ordered were too big for both the antenna pole and the electrical conduit I planned to attach to, so I flipped one of the pieces around to allow the clamp to fit a smaller diameter pipe. The downside here is it looks a bit silly, and if you over-tighten the screws, you could deform the pipe. The ground clamp has another opening designed for the ground wire to connect. I hooked up some 10-gauge copper wire to the clamp connected to the antenna pole and routed it to another clamp attached to an electrical conduit for a rooftop appliance, which is all grounded through the building's electric. But I'm not an electrician, so please assess your own situation with the help of a local expert to figure out the safest way to ground your antenna. On the other end of the signal wire, I used a grounding coupler to connect another piece of the 10-gauge wire to a ground clamp connected to that same electrical conduit just a couple floors lower. The coupler then connects to an adapter and wire to my Baofeng radio. As an ultra beginner without a lot of investment, it was perfectly acceptable to have to climb onto the roof to get any signal on my portable radio's antenna. But the benefit of this larger roof-mounted antenna is that now we can leave the radio on all the time and listen to it inside, which leads to more opportunistic connections and overall more time spent enjoying.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel with the bell to be notified of my future uploads. You could also subscribe to my email newsletter and find me on social media. If you want to support my work further and can do so without hardship, Patreon is the best place. See you next time.